Everybody stand back. I'm about to do something very, very dangerous. Like, introduce the Mega Buster podcast with our host, Thunder Trunks. Thunder Trunks, how you doing today?
Hey, how you doing, bro? I'm all good. What about you?
Well, dude, I am great. Welcome back to another exciting episode, bro. We got a lot to talk about, and our other host, Heartstillbeats, DC1 Chen himself.
Hey, I'm so excited.
Woo!
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. And today we have a very special guest, the Mummy Man himself, the man of 1,000 ages. He ain't that old, though. It is my pleasure to introduce my close friend, Pedro Maddroo.
Yo.
Hello, guys.
How you doing, Pedro?
I'm doing well.
Thank you for joining us.
I'm glad to be here, bro.
Is there anything inflammatory or like drama causing that you want to say immediately just off the rip to like help us maintain viewership? You want to talk any shit or?
No, I'm not really a shit talker like that.
What about that? You hate that GamerJim guy? I am, of course. Your co-host. They say, how can a white guy be a color commentator? I'm GamerJim.
Oh,
and,
God.
Oh, man.
The MSP, the ROM dropper himself, Mr. Psylocke.
Well, you don't really drop your ROM like you used to before.
Not like I used to, but I'm finding.
Yeah, I think you're improving, bro. I'm
innovating new ways to drop ROM. I'm like they say I'm a lab monster. I find new ways to drop combos.
All right. So anyway, guys, but before we begin our show, I mean, it's already starting, but
yes,
I just want to give my condolences to Edward Medina's family and friends. It's very sad to hear that we lost not only a Marvel player, but also a brother to some, in this community. And if anyone doesn't know who he is, he's also known as Baby Punk Baby. He's an Iron Man and a Guile player, so...
Well, I don't know if he's Baby Punk Baby.
I'm pretty sure that is Baby Punk Baby, but you don't know for sure?
No, I don't know for sure.
Either way, we're told that Edward Medina has passed.
Yeah.
I do know that they were... Is that the correct person? Am I? Yeah.
First in power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we were going to take a moment of silence for him. If everybody would like to join us, we're just going to take a moment.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean...
All right, so...
It's tough to hear that anybody's going to lose friends in this community. We think that we're going to be doing this forever, but, I don't know. Don't take what we have for granted. This is a great community. Moving on, I don't know, so... Yeah,
so moving on,
guys... What do we have on the docket today? What are we going through?
Okay, so before we begin, ask some questions to Maddroo. Didn't we had a tournament recently, just like this past weekend? It's called the Defend the North in New York.
Yeah. I was there at the very end, but Jim and Chen were there earlier. Indeed,
we were.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were doing some songs.
So how was the venue place, guys? Was it good? Any
You want to talk about
it? It was definitely pretty big. It was bigger than the one last year for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna throw that one to Chen because I think he got a hotel room. What did you think,
bro? I think the main event area was pretty good.
It was,
considering it wasn't too crowded most of the time. When I was walking through on the first day and the second day, so I think it was pretty roomy. But
not too crowded.
No, not too crowded. It's like manageable, where you can enjoy yourself and you can look at the screen and everything.
Yeah, we weren't in the main event room. Keep in mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna get to that. We were in the sunroom.
The room. We were in the greenhouse.
The greenhouse sunroom.
So we were in it looked like a dining area. I'm pretty sure, and it had a glass sunroof that kind of wrapped around like I think like a banana shape at the edge of the room, like the corner.
Yeah.
And
Was it hot?
The event was starting at noon, and it just we were burning alive. I mean, like the setups were lined up around the wall of this, so everybody was just kind of trying to move their setups out of the sunlight, but it didn't. It was pretty unfeasible. And so we're getting there. The tournament's supposed to start at noon. Romney doesn't know where to be found.
He didn't start on time.
We don't have any setups. We have one candy cab.
Wait, what time is the tournament supposed to start?
It's supposed to start at noon.
And what time did it start?
Well, allow me to explain. It's one
thing.
It
did start a lot later.
It started about 2, maybe 2.5 hours later.
Okay.
So anyway, we're like starting to load in, and and like we start to try to get our shit together, and it wouldn't be Marvel if people weren't late, for one thing. Like I'm not mad at it, but like we got to do better. Everybody there felt that way. But we're trying to load in. It's hot as hell. Like everybody's pissed off. It was a bit of a fiasco. I'm in like restaurant mode, and I'm just like pass me that now. Like
Yeah, I heard the AC wasn't even working enough.
It was not working.
In that section.
Really?
Yeah.
But how did you guys do in the brackets, though?
So I think we almost had. I'm pretty sure Chen got 9th. Is that right?
I think I was right outside of the top 8. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, you won away from top 8, right? So that would have been 9th place.
Mm-hmm.
9th
Yeah, Jim got 8th place or 7th place.
That is good. Did you have any matches that were particularly?
I lost the cast as always, and then
you got to play X-Prom, right?
Yeah, we had a good game with X-Prom.
Double Iron Man. That sucks, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Iron Man.
Well, it was a different type of Iron Man experience between those two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One.
X-Prom was using Iron Man Strider Doom.
Yeah. He's a bit of a fan favorite since the pandemic, right?
Oh yeah, he's improved a lot. That's all I can say.
He got a lot better.
Like so much improved.
Huge shout out to Lawrence if you're listening, bro.
Yeah.
He and I were supposed to play, but we couldn't find time. The mutual duck, one might say. So I mean.
How about you, Jim? How's your you reached top 8, right?
Yeah, I did. I got 7th. It was a fun
Nice.
tournament. I'm pretty happy with it. I lost to Epionics, who for the moment it feels like he kind of has my number. I mean, I think I just kind of I wasn't really like clocked in when I sat down to play him. But he has more excuse than I did. He was doing all this work around the tournament. Shout out to him, Josh 360, Chris Matrix, and Rom Nito. I mean, the notion that running a tournament can be a one-man job is just ridiculous.
Oh yeah, shout outs to Chris Matrix too for commenting with Yipes, which I wasn't expecting that Yipes was gonna be there. I was like, holy crap.
I
saw
Yipes. We should circle back to that because I mean. I have some thoughts on that, but real quick, I mean, I just want to shout out those 4 in particular: Epionics, Josh, Brett, and Uncle Chris. Shout out to Uncle Chris, because they, I could see the veins on Josh's like forehead start to. He was getting really stressed out. I mean, running a tournament's a lot of work, and it's a thankless job, and. They weren't supposed to be tournament organizing. I've been there.
Yeah.
Sometimes the tournament's not going to run itself. You just have to go do it.
So I gotta say, without those 4 people, I don't think the tournament would have run as smooth.
Or it would have run until like 1 in the morning.
Yeah,
I agree.
We would have been cracking till dawn, as I say.
Cracking till dawn.
Yeah, it was a really. I mean, the tournament ran smoothly. The 2 out of 3 format was probably a good choice. I had good games. Like I said, I lost to Epionics and winners. I ended up having a big issue with my arcade stick.
What was wrong with it?
Well, it's been a long time coming. My arcade stick, for those who don't know, it features a Suzo inductive joystick, which is a pretty uncommon choice. It is handcrafted by East Coast Zangief, shout out to Rich, it's like one of 3 that really gets played in tournament, and it's a bit of a bitch to open up.
The wiring is kind of loose or something, right?
Yeah, so it's the.
I saw your set with Brett. I think you guys were having first to 10, and in the middle of match, you were having
blue screens. Yeah,
blue screen.
So that happens to me occasionally, but this weekend, I think just because of like travel and stuff, the joystick was just my stick was getting jostled around a lot. And it was just really, really bad. It was the worst I've ever seen it. So like it was basically like a strobe light. It was like blue screen, go back, and blue screen, go back, and that's no way to live. And most of all, by Marvel 2 rules, if your equipment misfires, right? If you get a blue screen, if it disconnects, that is a DQ. Like in some some environments, it's inarguable. Like even the player who is would win does not have the choice to reject the win in some cases. I was fighting Dr. B. Shouts to Dr. B from LA. Dr. B, I have a longer shout out to give that guy. I shouted him out on Twitter, but anyway, he is a gentleman and a scholar because when my equipment did malfunction, well, for one thing, I borrowed. Here's what happened. I knew my stick wasn't going to work when I played him. I borrowed Josh 360 stick, okay? And he plays on the last 3 buttons, okay? I do not play on the last 2 buttons. To explain, there's 8 buttons on an arcade stick usually. And I play on the far left 3 and the rightmost 2 buttons of those 8. They don't do anything. And for Josh, it's the opposite. The leftmost 2 buttons don't do anything. But it's in my muscle memory to, you have to react very quickly in Marvel, and you just kind of have to be like, oh, I got to throw out a light kick here. And so I kept reaching over to light kick, and it wouldn't do anything. And it just took too much effort to kind of rewire my brain.
Okay.
So game 1 ends. I'm pissed off, and my good friend Riot, shouts to Riot, my young son, he's sitting right next to me. Okay, and I just turned to him like, Riot, give me your stick right now. And he does. And we get into game 2, and his stick pauses immediately.
Damn.
Yeah, like 5 seconds in the game. And Dr. B, I say good games. I reach over to fist bump. He says, I'm not going to take it. We play on, it pauses again.
Oh,
Chris Matrix shows up. He says, what's going on? I say, nothing, Chris. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about it. We're figuring it out.
That sounds like a headache.
Yeah, it was bad. But ultimately, because of the... what ultimately gets decided is that because Brett's Dreamcast has a mod on it that prevents blue screens.
Yeah.
I would be able to play on it. It's just half my inputs wouldn't be received whenever the stick does get unplugged, right? And it was decided if I did get another blue screen, then I would be DQ'd. And so me and Dr. B ended up playing out the set on stream. He was up a game, and I ended up taking it. So I mean. There's an asterisk. It's funny because when I did get my 7th place medal, it actually says 8th place, which isn't a place, but which I think is really funny. It's like, of course, I'm the one who gets 8th place, but
they give you a medal for 8th place.
Yeah, that's right. They did me dirty.
Did you dirty?
Oh no, I'm just saying I'm surprised that you actually get a medal for being 8th place. Yeah. I thought it's only top 3.
I didn't get 8th place. I got 7th.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, you don't care about that.
Well, I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, I think it's a funny story. Anyway, I went on to play J-Mike in top 8. We had a very competitive sets. I had some dominating positions that I ultimately didn't capitalize on. And one time he did a hail, and I just wanted to call Psylocke to tell her that I loved her. And she popped out for the last time. Yeah, I mean, we had good matches. It was nice fighting the Jersey guys. I just love competing, and I can't wait to do it again. But that really was kind of the last tournament of the year. It looks like. I think there's going to be another Arcade Shock tournament in October.
Arcade Shock, are you going?
I am, yes.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Along with a special surprise guest. But that we're going to keep that one a secret for now.
Where is the Arcade Shock tournament?
SoCal.
Oh, the one that's run by GThrillah?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That'll be cool.
Oh, it's gonna be this October, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Man, I can't
You're gonna
go.
be there?
I have no. I can't be. Probably next year, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I think they're running it like once every other month or something. I guess.
Yeah, I think
3
every
months.
2-3 months
Yeah.
or something. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
The last one was
Keeping the community alive, you know,
Yeah.
the event and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, like Ram Nita's really the only one hosting frequent tournaments or like monthlies. So, it's hard to get my fix. I really enjoy the tournament experience and competing. Shout outs to anybody who hosts these events. It's a labor of love, and I really appreciate,
Yeah, and running tournaments or event, to be honest, it's not an easy job. It's actually stressful, and doing the pre-planning stages doesn't take it takes. I mean,
it's expensive too.
Yeah, and possible collateral damage, in the long run.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's start.
Yeah, we can
talk about Maddroo, and Maddroo, can you tell us about yourself?
Who the hell are you?
Let's see. My name is Pedro, right?
Hi,
so,
Pedro.
30 years old, and I am
30 years young.
I love Marvel, man. Like that's what I look for. I'm not really looking for
So, do you want to explain your humble beginnings? I believe you were an Xbox Live. We're all Xbox Live alumni.
I started playing the game, I want to say maybe 06, 07. But at the time I was playing, I started off with the PlayStation 2 version of the game, and I kind of, it was my uncle's, and I took it from him, and I kind of chipped the CD. Yeah, because it was in my back pocket, and I sat on it.
Okay.
And it chipped the disc, so I couldn't play it anymore. Or not really. It would freeze. It would load and it'll freeze some part of the game.
So, do you remember who were your very first team when you discovered Marvel 2?
When I first played the game, I think I played Zangief, Ruby Heart, and Colossus or Charlie.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was.
I like
Zangief.
First time playing Marvel, nobody chooses Zangief. He's a very complicated.
I used to play Zangief in SF2, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Zangief is one of my favorite characters. I like the guessing game with him.
So when did you become like a freak?
A freak? Shit.
Yeah. A weird guy.
I got back playing the game. I got back playing the game after maybe when the game re-released for the PS3. That's when I started playing more.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I would always try to find ways to play it on the computer, and I couldn't find it, or it wouldn't play well or whatever, and I gave up after a while.
Yes, emulating the game was notoriously difficult for a very, very long time, right?
Yeah. In the past days, yeah. But then when it released for PS3, I did play a lot, and then I migrated in playing characters like Magneto, Storm. Not Sentinel. I hated Sentinel at the beginning.
Yeah.
I didn't like Sentinel at all.
He can appear particularly soulless to newer players, I would say.
Yeah. I played Cable. I played a lot of Storm and Cable. And then And then I started watching videos of MADDRYU with Dawson, and I was like, yo, why does no one pick this character? And then I tried it out, and it was because he's fucking hard to play with.
So Dawson was your first love?
Yeah. Anakaris.
Before Anakaris came into your life?
Well, I mean, I played with Anakaris just really because of Beats. Shout out to Beats. Shout out to MADDRYU.
Okay.
Beats played Dawson. I saw his videos with Dawson, Anakaris, and Sun. And I'm like, I first witnessed the Curse Infinite.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, there's no way there's
Cruse team, right?
Yeah. So I was like, there's no way no one plays these two characters. Like, that's pretty cheap.
There's like very few people plays it.
There's literally no one. There's like really no one. There's like maybe 3-4 people that played those two characters together.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn. All right. Well, I played that specific team, Sun, Dawson, and Anakaris for a little bit, but then like, I got salty a lot, like really bad, playing online. So when I was losing a lot, I would just pick Cable, Storm, and then Commando. I'm like, I'm not dealing with Dawson, bro. So yeah, that was the start. But then I really focused more. I focused more playing the. Oh no. I started to like Sentinel. I think after seeing Reflies, I'm like, oh shit. Sentinel could do this shit, bro. He's not slow like and clunky or whatever. And I tried to learn him, but he was too hard. He was too hard to like play, really.
Yeah,
and then
execution is pretty difficult, to be honest.
You've always been a pad player, right, Pedro?
I've always been a pad player. Yeah.
Played on hitbox for a bit, I think.
I'm trying to practice on the hitbox. I can't really. My brain is not really wired to.
It's a little tricky.
To the buttons, yeah.
Yeah, and I believe you are aware you can use an arcade stick, but you.
Yeah, it would be minimal work. Like I'll pick something like Juggernaut. So characters that are very easy to play with. But I would never try to do anything like Magneto five fears, or any storm combos. I'm not gonna go that hard. I think the most I'll do is probably like Cable. But other than that, I can't necessarily play on stick on this game.
So Pedro, you're from New York, right? And you say you started,
York,
you
were born and raised?
Yeah, I was born in Brooklyn.
Nice.
Oh,
Brooklyn. So you say you started playing in your house by yourself, but obviously New York is a very mecca for Marvel. Did you have any real person influence that kind of like taught you along the way when you were coming up in the game?
No, I didn't even know about the community. I didn't know about the community until Brett. I didn't know until Brett.
How did you discover Brett then?
So he's like anything you search up Marvel 2, his name pops up. It was either him or Preppy.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Preppy.
yeah.
So I saw a couple of videos. His matches, the recording that he's done, his matches and stuff were entertaining. So I would watch some of them. And one day I was playing online, and I think somebody was doing a Charlie move or whatever. Charlie grabbed me. The person that was playing Charlie, he grabbed me, and he dashed in after the grab and launched without OTG. I told that to Brett, and then Brett was like, "No, that doesn't work. I know it doesn't work because I play the character." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm telling you." And we're commenting on one of his matches. I was commenting that, yo, you can actually grab someone and then dash.
Yeah.
And then he was like, nah, I'm gonna try it out when I go home. So he tried it out. He commented it again, and he was like, Oh yeah, you know what? That comment, the thing that you were telling me, it does work. I'm like, I know it does, because someone did it on me.
Was it corner only or full screen?
No, mid screen. You can do it mid screen.
Oh, that's dirty.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got timed. He has enough time to dash, to micro dash, and then launch.
So the timing is strict, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of strict, yeah. But once you get it,
You're still
it's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
So then after that interaction, I think one day he sent me a message on Facebook. He was like, "Oh, add me on Facebook," and then I think he added me to the Marvel 2 group. And I'm like, bro, there was a Marvel 2 group this whole time. But then I guess I never really had the idea of like searching it, so it was whatever. And then one day, Brett invited me to go to a session that I think Blue Jay had. I think it was Bots 3 or something, right? And that would have been my first time meeting Brett in person.
Oh, okay.
But something happened that we couldn't make. I couldn't make it, and then I lost my chance to meet Blue Jays. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. I actually knew Blue Jay back in the day, so it's a shame. We do have good people we lost in the community.
Yeah, I felt like that day it would have been a good day for me because I would have played like Yipes. I would have played everybody that was there. I'll get smoked, but I don't care. But yeah.
Yes, you've sort of been around the block, but then I mean, I think there came a point where you started playing offline with Brett, right?
Yeah, there was a time that sometime after he invited me to his house, and then that's when we played. That's when we first met each other.
Became an HOC regular, and then not long after that, I believe you moved on to you became the World Warrior.
Yeah, no, well, the World Warrior thing was like maybe 2 years after. Because I think I met Brett in person was maybe 21. Whenever the pandemic was like not as aggressive as it was.
Yeah.
I think that's around the time I met him in person.
Yeah, 21 probably.
Yeah.
So
like,
Crack Till Dawn hasn't
21.
existed yet, right? In 2021?
No,
it started
2021.
Like
No,
2022.
It was at the end of 22 because I don't think he. Yeah, it was at the end of 22. Because I remember we went to Evo. Him and I went to Evo, I think. 22. So I know that at that time he wasn't planning like any sessions in his house, like tournament wise. But yeah, no, that's how I met Brett. That's how me and Brett became friends and stuff.
So
I also didn't play competitively until like 21, 22. When the pandemic was happening, that's when I tried to play more competitively. Yeah. Back then, I was just a bullshit player. I would play like random teams. I had like a list of the teams that I felt like were good. Like I think I had like Hayato, Captain America, and Gambit, or like Jill, Strider, Iceman, and some other weird stuff. But yeah.
But you guys, you're like Jim. You guys get good so fast. Because I remember when I was playing, when the game first came out, it was moving at like a really slow pace. Because everybody was trying to figure stuff out. I don't know if it's because you guys have all the resources and can connect people online and stuff. I remember
we're Magnetro fanboys.
Oh, we didn't have Magnetro back then. We were trying to figure out. We were talking. Yeah.
Talk about how he saw the Dalton video. That's basically what happened to me with Shenanigans. And then I started playing Psylocke.
Yeah, Dalton was a character I practiced a lot with back then. I just never really tried to, I guess, get better with him. Like competitively, because I would play online, but I wasn't really focused on how to try to win, right, or how to get better with him. I was just doing combos. And then there was a player that used to play Dawson too. I think he for fun. I think he would play it. I think his name was Easy. What was it? Easy.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah,
Yes,
he's on YouTube. Yeah,
It sounds kind of
Maddroo-
familiar.
Maddroo, like he's told me stories about scraping the internet for Dawson videos. Pedro used to watch Street Fighter 4 Dawson videos because it was no Dawsons to watch in Marvel 2.
yeah. I mean, the only people that played Dawson was that I seen were like people like Kick on Xbox. I don't like how he plays with him, by the way.
Shout out.
Shout out to Kick.
I hate you.
He's once better with Dawson, now I'm the best one.
Yeah.
And let me see, who else was the other one? Beats was the other person that played Dawson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
He's Dawson's a beast too.
and who else was the other one? I think Taiji played Dawson one time. Or was it Ace? I don't know. Yeah, there was like very few people that played.
That's
Dawson,
it, right?
so
If you're thinking this hard to think of people.
Marakuma.
There's actually also
Marakuma?
a Philippine player that uses Dawson. I think he goes by the name Ran and Cambo. You can find him on
I don't
5K, but yeah, he's from the other side of the world.
There's some other like Dawson players like I've noticed on Fightcade, like I think or even on PS3. I think Chewy plays Anakaris.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
who's the
yeah.
other guy? Chamba.
Chamba does.
Chamba, yeah.
There you go.
He plays
he uses
plays Dawson. And also one that plays on PS3 or Xbox. I think it's Cachuro. I think he's from Mexico.
Oh, you mean Cachorro? Oh,
Cachuro, yeah. He plays Dawson too. One time, we were playing online, and then he was like, yo, are you Maddryu from like the YouTube? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh shit, man, I like your Dawson, bro. I like how you play with Dawson. I'm like, oh, thanks. But he learned the shit from me. I'm like, oh, nah. Don't know
I
anything.
think Sephi Champ played Dawson too. From South
Sephi
America.
Champ, yeah, he learned some shit from the videos I put up, too.
Oh wow,
And
you
then
like the
his
projector?
Sephi Champ, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Caramelty.
Easy the Champion, I think that's what his name was. He passed away also, and he
Oh,
used to
did
play. Yeah.
Oh.
He used to play Dawson too, and I think at that time, it was during COVID. At that time, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna dedicate more time on Dawson for him. I'm gonna dedicate more time.
I think
to play
during
with him.
the early days of Marvel, everybody was just like Dawson. He's like the best, can be like the best character in the game. Like Justin and them were saying that because
So- in my humble opinion, Dawson beats everybody round start, right?
Yeah. You've really
If you
investigated
try to
the
challenge him,
round
he beats you every.
Wait,
The only- the
how
only
so?
one that
Explain,
guesses.
explain.
So like against like the god tiers,
Yeah, like
Sentinel
Magneto.
Sentinel cannot jump and he cannot backdash during the round start because Dawson's double jab, down jab can prevent him from moving back and prevent him from jumping. That's how fast it is.
Oh, really?
And if you, at the moment you see him turn orange, that's when you know he's locked in, and then you can snap him out. And then if he calls assist, then that assist is dying at the end. So
I think it would take a lot of explaining to really talk our way through all of the round start options with the high tiers. But I mean, I can tell you I've experienced it firsthand. It's a lot tougher to deal with sim around start than one might imagine. One might think, oh well, I'll just do this, and I promise you, it's probably not going to work.
Maddroo did it to me before.
The best way to do is just block. Hey,
you do have to take his shit. Yes.
Yeah, you have to block his hits.
That's a good tip.
So like he beats Storm, Cable, beats
He can contest Magneto.
Can he?
The only challenge is Magneto. Yeah. No, Blackheart, Strider, Iron Man, and I think
those guys are really
someone
fast.
else. There's someone else. They trade. Iron Man, for Iron Man, it's a better. It's not. I want to say is a better option. It gives him an opportunity to mix up if it trades. Because I would be launched in the air and then I have to guess where they land.
Because Magneto crouch short is like only 3 frames, right? Isn't it like the fastest move in the game?
Magneto's crouching short is 1 frame.
If you buffer dash at round start, then he's airborne on the first frame.
Yeah, he's airborne first.
His dash beats Lowe's.
Ooh, Dawson?
We could talk about it more, but I mean,
when it comes to frame data,
this is one of many ways that Pedro's optimized his character, and really, you did route a lot of stuff.
Shout out to Chris Matrix because he's helped me he's helped me test certain things. So I'm not gonna take all the credit. So.
Yeah, he pushed you really hard to optimize this stuff, I think.
Yeah. Shout outs to him and Beats because Beats, I think I'd seen it from Beats, but I never really utilized it as much.
Yeah, but over the year that we've known each other, me and Pedro, we hang out a lot in Discord, and most of that year has just been us hanging out, just both of us practicing, in training mode.
In training mode,
Yeah, what he did
is training mode.
He spent a ton of time doing round start, and he would just have the opponent do something via record, and then he would practice killing them or double snapping. And he performs this stuff in match. It's not theory. It's very, very easy for him to do.
I want to say it's easy, but
it's
easier.
Easy. Yeah, you make it look easy. And it can happen to you too.
So you're kind of like a lab monster type of player then, because some players just like to play simple, effective stuff, but you like to lab stuff then.
No, I will lab. I can tell you that most of my time playing Marvel was in the lab.
Yeah.
Most of my time was on the lab.
Okay. So, how did you get into Anakaris then? Is it because both of them have long arms?
No.
Yes, that's why. I like those arms.
I got interested in Anakaris because of the Curse Infinite.
Oh.
It was so easy to do it with Dawson.
Oh yeah.
And but he was he's just the concept to play with Anakaris is so different from all the other characters.
Yeah.
You can't really play him you can't play him like any of the other characters.
Yeah, I can agree with that because the way you play him, there are some execution that you have to be very mindful and also be careful as well. Let's say if you try to, if you want to dash Anakaris or some type of execution, you might mess up. It turns out to be a super instead.
Yeah. There's ways
to avoid
that though. So wave dashing.
Yeah, wave dashing. There you go. If you want to wave dash, you might mess up doing that. Coffin drop super.
The trick to that is just pressing down forward instead of just forward. Instead of pressing down.
Yep, down forward.
You press down forward or down back, and then you can wave dash like that without no problem.
Took me a few, or maybe over a month to master that thing. But sometimes I do kind of messed up. Yeah,
for me it's easy on the pad because I don't have to I don't have to worry about going to neutral, something like that. So, but no, Anakaris, I didn't put time in him, to be honest, because there was no videos on him. There was really no videos on him at all.
Just Anakaris Curse.
Yeah, well, so Anakaris Curse, he's the reason why I picked Anakaris back up. Because before I used to play Dawson, Storm, and then Sentinel, or like Dawson, Iron Man, Sentinel, or something that wasn't Anakaris. And I think I saw a match that he double snapped with Anakaris, and he killed the character while they were while they were out. And I'm like, no way! I didn't know that he could do this. So then I practiced that. I practiced. After that, I practiced Anakaris. Like I try to find ways to do shit. And he's pretty lethal. He's a lethal character. I feel like he's the secret top tier.
Yeah, Anakaris Curse is actually. Oh, by the way, shoutouts to Anakaris Curse.
Yeah,
he's a good friend of mine. He also mentored me how to use Anakaris back when I was still in the Philippines. So it's just the two of us that mainly uses Anakaris. But I think there's another player in Manila that also uses Anakaris character. But yeah, shoutouts to him. If it wasn't for him, I won't be able to discover, trying out Anakaris too. So.
Yeah, the double snap. The double snap is really what really put me to play him more. And then I found other things after that, like he has like a pseudo infinite. No, not pseudo infinite. He has an infinite on like Doom. I think I tried to do it.
Oh, I think I saw that video of yours you just uploaded this
year.
Yeah. I think it was this year?
It was probably last year.
Oh, last year, yeah.
Yeah. I sent it to I sent it to Anakaris Curse, and he tried to do it. And he was like, yo, that shit it's kinda hard to do that. And I was like, it's not really that easy.
Yeah, when I saw it I was like, holy crap, I don't think I can do this thing. I think that was like short, and then you cancel it to super jump, right? Short. It's
jab.
Jab. I mean, jab.
Yeah, jab, and then you super jump, cancel.
Yeah, that time
it's
and then
super air dash.
It's easy for me.
I can't pull that off.
I could do it like probably one-handed.
So Pedro, your team is Dawson, Anakaris, and Sentinel. It's kind to me when I first played, I was like, this is a very weird team. Because like the basic like team structure for Marvel is like battery, user, and assist, like anti-air assist. But like your team doesn't. I don't feel like it fits that. Can you like explain a little bit how you come up with that team?
So when I decided to pick Dawson and Anakaris back up and like really practice with them, I was like I need a third character. But like. At first, I tried. I had a commando. I had commando, and then I'm like, nah, it's not really effective. Like, it's not. I can't do anything really with Dawson. Like, it's not. I need Dawson to hurt, right? So then I'm like, okay, I can't use Storm. Storm don't work. Magneto, not really. And then I stumbled upon Sentinel, and I'm like, I think Sentinel will work. I think Sentinel works. So my idea was just, Dawson and Anakaris are like they have low life, right? So I needed someone that doesn't have low life, someone else that doesn't have low life. So Sentinel was the one that fit. And I think I made it work.
Yeah, I
think definitely made it work.
I've noticed this ends up working out because you're very good at keeping your team alive, and Sentinel, like, it's necessary that you do have that high health character because you're good at bringing him in so that you can like get your other characters to heal. Even though your team doesn't have a safe DHC, you're very tricky with finding ways to rotate through the cast.
So the DHCing part,
yeah.
Dawson to Anakaris is tricky, yeah.
Yeah.
Dawson to Anakaris is tricky because
without getting into the details, I mean, obviously, there is no like blatantly safe DHC, right? You just have to you got to kind of trick them. And the other thing is that you play with an anti-air. That's kind of what I want to talk about more. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
I felt like if MSS can work, then I could definitely make this team work.
Because you use Rocket Punch assist.
yes.
I started out using Rocket Punch for like a while.
And I do think that that's how people should view your team. It is more like an MSS than it is like a scent cap situation, right? Like,
yeah, it's not a Santhrax or it's not a Matrix.
Yeah.
I don't really like to rely on my anti-air, so I try to stay away from that.
Yeah, and so the other thing is, not to speak on your behalf, but I know you were kind of frustrated when the perception of you became very centered around your Anakaris play, right? Because you put more work into Dawson, right? Am I?
I did put more work on Dawson, yeah. Like Anakaris was like I put time, but like he's not really a character.
He's just an easy character who plays himself, like basically anybody. You can drool on yourself and like just kind of rub your hands on the stick. I could probably teach like my cat how to play Anakaris, right?
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay. Yeah, he agrees.
I'm gonna say he's a little simpler than Dawson, and but he's not easy to play. Like to understand him,
just brain dead.
To understand him is, I don't know if anybody's good, bro. Like
anybody at all.
Like he's definitely doing his combos is not hard. But
yeah, it's just unusual, I would say, for most people, right? Like the back forward motion, learning how to not do the Cobra when you don't want it.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, Anakaris is I definitely didn't put a lot of time on him back then, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And it was definitely my worst character.
Yeah, for a while that was a topic of discussion, was that your Sentinel was notoriously weak compared to your other characters. But I think we've amended that in the time since. You've really you worked on that character just like you worked on every other character. And at that point I think you were like a year or two into playing offline. So, it's not like you're gonna have everything figured out at that point. You just had a team with a good plan and you got really good at executing that plan.
Yeah, I mean, at the end, I think my team is it's a 3-man team. So, and then you can play it. I feel like you can play it in any order.
Yeah.
Like I can start Sentinel first, I can start Anakaris first, and I can start Dawson first. But I will say that Anakaris is probably my. I feel like I'm more confident in winning with Anakaris by himself than the other two.
Yeah, I've noticed your solo Anakaris is really like people need to understand, like, even without curse.
Bro, if you get caught by Anakaris grab and if you could put them in the corner, know that damage can cost like 70 to 80% at times.
So I just want to say, I think there's a misconception that Anakaris is particularly powerful. That his power comes from the Curse Infinite, and that's just not true. Hordes is really his plan A, right? Is
yes.
What's it called? Like Hordes of something?
And it's back forward?
It's a back forward both punches. Mm-hmm. Back forward is a motion. This is when all the Cobras come out of his open casket
coffin
body.
Yeah.
Yes, and it does up to 80 hits.
If it's Sentinel, yeah.
If you're really good at it, if you're good at mashing it, then if Anakaris is facing corner,
yeah.
If he's up player one side,
Anakaris
then
is cornered and he's facing out, right? Is what you mean?
No. If he's player one side, in the corner.
So yeah, he's in the corner. He's in the corner facing mid screen, right?
No.
We're agreeing. I know.
They're both in the corner, but Anakaris is the one not
in
cornered.
The corner. Not cornered. Anakaris is looking into the corner?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead.
So if he does the super, that can do at least 70-80% of life.
Yeah.
If you match it right, you can get like 75. Maybe 80.
I got 85 hits against the Magneto, and I don't play Anakaris, so
yeah. If he's the one cornered, then he can kill you in 2 supers.
yeah. He can also loop hordes, which kills every character.
Yeah, kills every single
up
character.
to 3, which is overkill. So
reach 3.
if you really just need 1, I mean, it's basically like doing like a hyper grab into hail, but he just needs 1 hit to do it.
You need 1 hit. That's it.
Yeah, it does that like 95% HP. So he can immediately cripple a team. He can also guard break you with Curse in the corner and set this up himself. I know this because I have seen it many times.
That's shout outs to Anakaris Chris, because he was, I think I was watching his stream one time, and then he was doing some concept. He was trying out a concept against the computer on arcade mode, and he was trying to do the Curse Infinite because it was theorized. I know I've seen it on like SRK, I think, at the time, and there was a theory that he can 300%, or someone said that he can 300% technically as a guard break. He could 300% a team. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if he has 5 bars, it's possible.
No, he doesn't even need 5 bars. So he was trying it out, and then he got it to work. But then he was like, "Oh, that I should try to see if I can do it in the match," and I did. And I found a way that works. So the concept behind the curse is that behind doing a guard break, the curse is you can't escape it. You cannot escape it. If I let you escape, it's because I'm not really paying attention to the match. But if you can't take the hit, because then you're gonna get cursed. If you
all you can do is pray.
If you block it, if you block and don't push block, then I can just carry you back into infinite. If Dawson is not alive, then I can do a lot of damage after that.
Why do we play this dirty
block
game? This is very dirty that we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anakaris is definitely the most fun.
Yeah. It's just like Jim. He got to get all the Psylocke out of his system, and you got to get all these Dawson and Anakaris out of the system first. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so once again, y'all say that, but you got to realize like he's even more obsessed with Sim. And Anakaris is just like it's a side piece. Like he was like, yeah, I bet I could play this. Like
he wasn't side piece, and now he's like the main one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he is the character I'm most afraid of when I'm fighting. I mean,
yeah.
Your maneuverability. Well, the other thing, I mean, just about fighting Pedro, given that I played him more than most people, is like his sim is just really lethal. He can corner carry you for most hits, and he, his reset game's strong. But it's really these like, it's like a ROM. It's just, you're watching a whole cutscene after you get a hit, and it breaks like every rule you think you know about Marvel. He limit breaks you, right? He'll put you in fly screen, and then he'll continue to combo like despite the fly screen, even though it's not a fly screen combo. It's really high tech stuff, and to execute all of it on pad is really crazy. All the pad players nowadays, I think, really deserve like a nod of respect, because they are some of the highest execution players in the game. You look at GeneralThrillah.
Yeah, shoutouts to Trilla.
Yeah,
shoutouts to Thriller, Maddroo,
World. Yeah,
Test, Epionics.
World Maddroo.
Epionics has incredible
Blackheart Prince.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to use Dreamcast controller, huh?
Yes. Animated Nick.
Animated Nick too, yeah.
Incredible execution on pad. There's a Kest.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible execution on pad.
He's a pad player too. I forgot about that.
If you're a pad player in Marvel 2, you have to just be a demon. And I think that those players in particular have like higher margin, like very very thin margins of error. Like they nail their shit.
Mm-hmm.
It just goes to show you can probably play on whatever you want.
There's a funny silo. You know Chamba, the Dawson player on 5K. He played with the keyboard.
Mm-hmm. A keyboard?
Yeah. Because one time me and him would play for like 6 hours on 5K, and then all of a sudden he couldn't do something, and he's typing me a message saying that his spacebar broke or some shit.
I love Chamba.
It was fun.
Every time I play that guy, he's got to tell me he's playing on keyboard. So I started saying like, "Oh, I'm playing on a broken keyboard that I like found in a trash can." Yeah,
yeah,
you know?
It was funny.
No, yeah, like oh, you've got it that, you know, like no, yeah. I just I started playing like 2 days ago. Also, I don't really know what all the moves do. You know?
So so okay, moving on. So what can people play you, Pedro?
Shout out to Chamba. I don't know like that. Where can people play you? They can come to the House of Crack, right? And it's one option. Not the House of Crack. They can come to Brett's.
Where they can play me, I mean, I have all platforms. Mm-hmm. They can play me on PS3, on Xbox, 5K, Null,
PS2,
RSN.
No, not PS2, not PS2.
Bro, we need to have a rematch or set one day. I mean, the last time we played was like a year ago, so I was wondering if we can have another Anakaris set
showdown,
maybe a 1st to 10 or something.
I mean,
I'm down with that.
You can also find us on the This Is Marvel Discord. I suppose we might as well put a link in the description of this video, just because that is ultimately how this podcast was arranged. If you are interested in PC matchmaking, that is what we do. We do Marvel 2 PC matchmaking in this Discord. And we shoot the shit. You can find myself and Maddroo there most nights between the hours of 9 p.m. till like 4 a.m. And we will be cracking out. That's what we do.
Mm-hmm. I think the reason we don't do it because the invite link expire after like 7 days.
Well, then you can't play us.
It doesn't last forever. That's why.
Yeah, that's only sad part when it comes to.
You gotta know somebody to get in the club.
Yeah, know somebody to get in the club. Yeah, bro.
But if you're interested in PC matchmaking, all you have to do is just reach out, and like this is not it's not a hard room to get into. Okay, well we will make sure you find your way where to where you belong.
Yeah.
We get like new player every day joining. Yeah.
Yeah. And I doubt that there's any like non-Marvel 2 players who are this far into the podcast. But if you enjoy the game, are interested in it, and you find yourself listening to the sound of my voice, I just want to urge you, just get in training mode and do a combo. I don't care what it is, just make one up. You know, there's a lot of people who I think like Marvel 2 speculatively, but are really intimidated by the game. And my message to you is, it's not that bad. Just have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, everybody starts somewhere, and like you don't have to pick top tiers. Just pick whoever you want and make some shit up. It's awesome.
All right, so let's move on to the next topic, guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Pedro, I was wondering how you discovered 5K, Null DC, and Rs, and did someone inform you about it, or?
I think
you got
5K. Yeah, I think 5K was introduced on the Discord, and or was it Null? I've had the emulator for a while.
Yeah, and you did mention that you were looking for a way to play on PC since before there was the option to do so, right? So. Yeah.
So like Null, I think Null was the one I was trying to use, but like some of the plugins were kind of like weird, and it wouldn't really work sometimes, whatever. So like the picture, the graphics would like look really bad. So on Null. So I hadn't known about Null for a while, 5K was, I think, on the Marvel 2 group, on the Marvel 2 Discord. I think that's where I found that.
Mm-hmm.
And
then the RSN, or also known as the RPCS3.
Yeah, RSN. I think Alex, Go for Broke.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Go for Broke.
Yeah, shout out.
He said something about RSN. I mean, Marvel 2 being on RPCS.
Yeah.
RPCS 3.
Yeah.
I've had the emulator for a while. I just never really used it because I only had like
play Marvel on it.
Marvel 3, and then I had Marvel 3 and then Call of Duty, I think. Or Modern Warfare 2. But my PC is not that strong, so
I will cook you in Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2 would look crappy as fuck. Like, the graphics would take so long to load. And then Marvel 3 was, I mean, I was only playing by myself, so it wasn't that fun.
I'll cook you in that too.
You might be able to be.
Yeah, maybe
I picked the big body, so.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Little haggard, little like Sentinel.
Ooh.
Nemesis.
Nemi. I like Nemesis. Anyway,
Nemesis is my favorite.
Yeah. Do you? I mean, just because I'm sure some people want to hear about it. Do you want to briefly recount the world tour?
The world tour, yeah. It was an unexpected decision to do that.
Yeah, I do remember you just being like, "Hey, I'm gonna go on a world tour."
Yeah, so I think one day I was in my cousin's house. I was at my cousin's house one day, and we were just chilling or whatever, and he was like, "Oh yeah," he was looking at places to go away, like for November, and I was watching him, like what places he was thinking, and then I had just remembered that I just remember that I was getting laid off from work, right? So I had a lot of free time now. So I was like, "Oh, I can go with you." And we could have done better at deciding where to go. But the lineup was supposed to be Hong Kong, Philippines, Indonesia, Australia, and no, was it Australia? I think Australia and Fiji, I think, was the last one.
Fiji. Oh.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 5 places.
I heard they have nice beaches there.
Yeah, they did. I was there for a couple hours. But so I really wanted to go to the Philippines. Obviously to pay the guys over there, and because I have a friend that I used to work with, and he would say all these nice things about Philippines. And I was like, I gotta go one day. So then that's how that happened. Before Hong Kong, actually, I went to Colombia, like a weekend.
Wow. What were the highlights? What was like? Give me like 3 moments that were like really really crazy or like awesome.
In Colombia?
I just say like the whole thing. Yeah. It also, I mean, the part that Marvel players might be more interested in is it culminated in you going to California and Seattle, right? To play.
Oh yeah, those were like last minute decisions. Yeah.
Yeah. So
like Marvel, yeah, it was. I played the guys in Hong Kong. I played the guys in the Philippines, which is both were cool. And
Hong Kong. So a lot of Marvel players might be shocked to even know that there are Marvel players in Hong Kong.
Yeah, I didn't know. And then Brett sends me a message. He's like, "Yo, We Are Venom lives in Hong Kong. You should hit him up." I'm like,
isn't that Death Nito's brother?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
It's a Chinese guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to shout him out or something? I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah. Shout outs to We Are Venom, man.
Yeah, I think I played with We Are Venom
Wow.
when I was.
Hong Kong.
Yeah, Hong Kong. Yeah. shout outs to Alan and Alan.
Shout out to Hong Kong.
Shout out to Hong Kong. Shout out to Hong Kong. Yeah.
And you want to talk about your matches in California and Seattle?
Yeah, and then it was Hawaii after that.
Oh yeah, but that's going orders here because you went to a lot of places, right?
Yeah. Let's start from. I mean,
because
after Hong Kong, you went to the Philippines, right?
I went to the Philippines. Yeah. After Hong Kong, I went to the Philippines, and after the Philippines, I went to. I went to whatever in between, and then I ended up in Hawaii.
How long did you stay in the Philippines, by the way?
It was a week and a half, and then I came back for another week and a half, 2 weeks. So it was more like a month. It was somewhere around a month. But yeah, that was the longest trip of my life.
And you got to play some of the high caliber players there, right? Like Phil Micros, the South and the North players you played.
I played more of the South guys, yeah, like Soul. Micros
Solomon
was there.
I played.
Arcade Wiz. Arcade Wiz was there.
Good. And then you got to play J.R. Bada too, right?
J.R. Bada, yeah, he was crazy.
His Magneto was super really quick, man. Yeah, last time I played him, we had like 30, first to 30. I think I only beat him like once or twice.
Wow.
That you only beat him once or twice?
Yeah, he's too good, man.
He's really good. Once his Magneto gets you, or any of his characters, really, he like really destroys the whole team.
And before when they transitioned to Damage 2, they used to play usually in some of the arcades, And when he plays on the arcade, man, his execution is like nearly perfect. Like once he touches you, it's game over.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. He's made it was just, man. It's just, I don't know how to say this, but
a lot of the guys over there, their execution is crazy. Like Soul, if he catches you too, is OD. Kill you the whole team too.
Have you got to play with Roy too?
I think I did one, like I guess that whole big gathering that they were having. I think I forgot what it was. I think it was like I don't know if it was a Thanksgiving. No, it was I think it was like a Christmas thing. No, maybe it wasn't a Thanksgiving thing. I don't know. But they had like a whole big group gathering, and I played a lot of people there. I'm not sure who they were, or remember who I played. I know I played Soul, and I played CYF. I played
CYF George was there too.
I don't think I did play Alex. I don't think I played Roy. No, I don't think I played Roy. I played Alex.
Okay, because Roy is actually the Philippines' best Iron Man player there.
Yeah. I don't think I played Roy.
Yeah. Okay.
I played Marvin. I played who else? I played a lot. I played a lot of the guys there. I did play Amir. I played some of the guys in the north side, and the only regret I have was not recording it. So I had some crazy matches. I did a double snap with Zangief, and I killed the other character.
And you also got to play Anakaris Curse too, Mr. Hussein.
Yeah.
You went to his place. Did he invite you or something?
Yeah, he got a hotel, and then we played in the hotel room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was cool.
I watched your set when Anakaris was streaming your set.
That was one of the highlights, I think, for me. Was being able to play him. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even have touched Anakaris.
Yeah.
But or touch him, I wouldn't have played him again. Not really.
So have the players kind of invited you to have some outdoor activities other than Marvel? No.
CYF George, he took me to some places. Amir also took me to some places.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think, yeah, I mean, Sane also did. We hung out like outside of the like play Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah, they showed me around. Like the guys in Hong Kong also showed me around, so that was cool too.
Yeah,
Hawaii, I was only really there for like a day or two, I think, a day and a half. Whatever.
and you got to have sessions with Lazy Reaper and the Hawaiian.
Yeah,
crew,
those guys were killers, man. Every single one of them. There was Lazy Reaper, Spice Diamond, Paxtez, Nuke Pack, which, by the way, his MST is like very annoying to play.
Shout out to Luke Pack told me to play MSP. I've been doing it ever since.
Yeah, man, his MS Tron is just crazy on him, bro. And
ooh, I gotta steal some tech. Right?
yeah. It was he plays really he plays kind of lame with MS Tron. Like he'll get the hits and then he'll just probably run away the rest of the match.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He sounds like someone I know.
He's like very careful when he gets close.
You and him sounds like birds of a feather, Chen.
I don't run away once I get a lead. Maybe I should do that more.
You're a bit more conservative than some Magnetos. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
I like the way you play. Anyway,
But they were all like really good. Like Lazy Reaper was definitely the hardest.
out of all of them.
Out of all of the Robzilla was there too.
Mm-hmm.
Robzilla took me to the mall that they had over there. That was cool.
You know, I've never been to
shout out to
Hawaii
Robzilla.
yet. Is Hawaii, you consider that is a very expensive place for vacation?
Yeah. It's like going to New York or Miami, or except it's nicer. Obviously, the weather's nice over there, but it's stupid expensive.
Yeah.
It's like Manhattan prices.
Oh, really?
Or worse. Yeah, it's really bad.
Everything had to be shipped in, right? Most of the stuff, because it's an island.
Yeah, it's an island. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was cool. California. Shout out to GThrillah for like hosting the Friday night fights.
yeah,
That-
you were on the receiving end of the gauntlet. Okay, you were at the Kumite, and over the night, you sat down, you played on stream. I believe you lost 2 sets the entire time.
No, I lost a couple
On stream.
on stream. Yeah, I lost a couple. I mean, I didn't leave
You
the stream.
lost-
I left the stream for like maybe like an
Literally a couple. 2. I know this because I watched.
hour. No. I beat like
Everybody.
I beat first sets. I beat like GThrillah. I beat World, but then like the second set, World beat me. GThrillah beat me. Chaos obviously beat me.
3 sets.
Free lunch beat me.
Nope.
Served by I couldn't even get a win on him for some reason.
Nope. Didn't happen.
And then I think that's it.
He dominated the West Coast. Yeah, he said that's it. He played like 50 other people, man.
I played the other guys. I beat the other guys.
He
But they didn't know what they were dealing with. So
Yeah. They were underwater. They were gasping for air.
But yeah, they're all killers though. They're not bad players. They're really good players.
So is
And
there
then,
a video that I can watch it on YouTube?
Yeah,
Is it
GThrillah has it
available?
up. GThrillah has it up. It's in my playlist, but for some reason you can't play it because I think he has it unlisted or something like that.
Okay.
So
He doesn't want
said
people
that.
to know the violence,
No,
the
he
war
said.
crimes and atrocities that took place when you went to SoCal.
No, I wouldn't say I murdered anybody. I did my best.
You just did.
Did my best.
I think it's
Well,
character unfamiliarity, maybe. Huh?
Yeah.
No, yeah. If they got used to the character a little bit more than that, it would probably be a different story. So, but no, yeah. He said that he just wants to polish the video better. So, whenever he does that, the video will go back up. But yeah, I played them. they were tough. And then Seattle, I played the guys in Seattle, and that was very interesting.
Who did you play in Seattle?
I played Phil Nasty. I played Wenzel. I played a guy named, he goes by Superplexer on PS3. So I recognized that name. I was like, "Oh, you Superplexer?" I'm like, he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Wait, we used to play on PS3." He was like, "Oh shit, I played a lot of people. I don't remember what was your tag." And then I told him my tag. He was like, "Oh, I don't remember that. I don't know." But he was a good dude.
Yeah, your tag was Pedro, right? Like Pedro numbers.
No, that was my Xbox. No. On the PS3, at first it was April 27, and
your name was April 27.
Yeah, like cause I guess I didn't read. I didn't read.
Birthday?
Yeah, I didn't read. I guess I didn't read the actual instructions or whatever, and then I put April 27 as the username. And I'm like, oh shit, whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever.
Write it down, y'all.
And then I ended up changing it to Maddroo.
Yeah, what is that? What does that mean?
Oh no, it was ZRC.
How did you come out with that name?
Yeah, how did Maddroo come about?
Yeah.
Oh, I just put my the first 3 letters of my last name, and then my last 3 of my first name, and I just added another O in there.
Oh.
Yeah. Brett wanted me to come up with a name, so I'm really bad at coming up with anything. So that's the first thing that just came up. I was like,
okay.
I think I'll stick with that, whatever. And then like later on, I thought of like better names, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna change it.
Well, what's the better name? Give me 3.
I was gonna say Maddroo. I'm Dominican and shit, so.
Well, it's kind of like Maddroo, right?
Kind of, yeah. But it sounds funny. That was the only one. I didn't really think of anything else, but.
It's funny, because once you pick a name and people know, like only like a few people know you about it, it stick with you forever. You know?
Yeah.
Just like me with DC1, Brett keep on like just digging it up, and I don't really want to use it, but yeah.
DC1.
Brett, once Brett had like, dude, he's always calling people government names and shit.
Really?
Oh, dude, he called me James. I was like, don't call me that.
He said James.
Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy's fine. Jimmy's fine. The James.
James.
Well, okay. Are you my mom? Like.
Are you my mom?
Jim's fine. Listen, you know what I say? Like, friends call me Jim. Call me Jim, we're friends. All right. It's that easy.
So where's the controversy here? Who's the best you played?
So let's talk about upcoming events or upcoming plans. So if you said October.
No. I'm asking Pedro here, Jim.
He's too nice, bro.
Who do you think are the best players out of all the places you visited?
So Seattle had definitely my toughest match was with Dantis.
Ah, yeah.
And I swear, and he knows that some of the matches were really close, but he somehow won. And we played 2 first 10s, and he beat me 20-0.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's and really? I was deprived because I've been playing I think I played like 12 hours over there. But I was kind of mad about that. I was kind of salty about that. I'm like, damn, bro, 20 wins? I couldn't get a single one? Come on, there's no way, bro.
Wait, what team was he using?
He played MSS the entire time.
Oh, okay.
Well, what did he do different? Like, compare him to like Chaos or Lazy Reaper. They all use MSS. What's the difference?
Well, Lazy Reaper was also tough to beat too, because I think I only got like maybe 2 wins out of him. And then we played like 4 sets of 5, first to 5s.
So about as many games.
So it's about the same, yeah.
You did find yourself taking rounds there, and you didn't find any against
Yeah, like I got really close with Dances, and then somehow he just, I think I don't know what happened, but those matches are definitely up there. For anyone that wants to watch that. And yeah, I want to say that it was Dances, Lazy Reaper, and like MADDRYU, GThrillah, Chaos obviously was like they're all very difficult to beat.
I think Dances in particular, it's like he's like the second coming of like the Wong factor. You know what I mean? Like,
is that he knows?
Kind of reminds
it's
me
like
of
he
the
knows
Fight
when.
Kingdom moment.
It's like he knows exactly what where to attack.
yeah.
Like I'll try to do a rocket punch. He'll rocket punch me up in the air, and I'm like, how the hell is it? How do you know that I was gonna go up there? I flew. I jumped, and then I was gonna fly, and then he knew exactly where the rocket.
He just has the will to win, and like somehow, some way, he just always finds a way. It's like the game is willing him to succeed somehow. You know, like it's just what I've noticed. He's also an incredibly nice guy, a real leader in the Seattle scene. Hard not to be a fan, honestly.
Yeah, he was definitely the most difficult. Him, Lazy Reaper, MADDRYU, GThrillah, Chaos. The Philippines, I had a trouble playing against Seoul. Jared Bata was another one. When he played MSP, it was difficult. But then he played...
that's his best team.
Yeah, and then he played Magneto, Iron Man, Psylocke, and then I got closer with the wins. Like the wins were like really close. The match was closer. Bone Micros was pretty difficult to beat too. Like a lot of the Philippines were very difficult to beat. Hong Kong was pretty even, I think. But the more challenging one was We Are Venom. I think he was the most challenging. But really? I played a lot of great players, and I'm glad that I did. Because
yeah, I think you really found yourself in that time. You know, I always say that like the time you spend traveling, where you're just like on the train or on the plane or whatever. Like I think that people don't realize like that makes you better at Marvel, because it's just dedication. You know what I mean? Like those hours matter too. In a way that like it doesn't really make sense, but you know. I wanted to ask, what is next for Maddroo, for the undead, the Walking Dead?
The Walking Dead. 2025. I'm going to go to. I'm gonna sign up to every tournament.
Yeah.
2025. And I'm achieving to become top 8.
Yes. And you'll have to deal with me too. And you might be able to deal with me, but you'll have to deal with him after.
I have to deal with everyone.
Yeah, I mean, with the re-release coming up, I think me, you, and our good friend Animated Nick, the kids table, as it were, we're planning on. We're gonna be if there's Marvel, we'll be there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, if you guys are interested to watch MADDRYU's matches from Hong Kong, Philippines, or probably Hawaii, I will put the links on the description box so you guys can see his sets.
Pedro, do you have any shout-outs?
Shout-outs to Hong Kong, Philippines, the guys in the Philippines, the guys in Hong Kong.
Shout-out to Ciego, RX Ciego.
Shout-outs to RX Ciego. I actually played a lot with him on Null before.
I just want to shout him out. I like that guy.
And
whoa, hold on. It can't be that, because I was so excited to talk about your travel stories. Okay, so what do you think? Like, which like travel experience was like a memorable one for you besides Marvel? Like the different places you went to.
Let me get a top 3. I want a top 3 international Maddroo moments.
So in Hong Kong, I think me and my cousin went to see the Buddha statue. It was pretty cool.
That's a really big one.
Yeah, that's the really, really big one. You gotta go through like I don't think you can drive there, but you gotta take like a tram. Not a tram. What was that? I guess one of the ones that go in the air. I don't know. What was that like? Are wired that like go to the air? I don't know what it's called.
What is that, like an air train or something?
It's like it's like a train. It's like a tram. I think it's like a tram.
It's called.
It's I'm probably saying it wrong, but.
You've been there, Trunks? Have you been there before?
Oh yeah, I've been there twice to be honest. The two main attractions that I've been to Hong Kong was the one is called. Oh, hang on, let me search it on the website. I completely forgot the name.
Is that the big Buddha one you're talking about?
Oh yeah, the Buddha one.
Yeah, the big Buddha.
One second, let me search that real quick. Yeah, keep going, Pedro.
It was that, and then we also went to Disneyland, Hong Kong. Like Hong Kong
wow.
Disneyland, yeah, and that was pretty cool too. That was pretty nice.
The only thing, well, I hate to say this, but I think Hong Kong Disneyland has the smallest amusement attraction in the entire Disney parks that I've been to.
It must be
except
because
for-
it's not a big place.
Except for Shanghai. It's pretty small, like really small. They only have like
A cable
five,
car. That's what it was. You gotta take-
five
you gotta
or
take a cable car.
7 attractions. You know, those Frontierland and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, but lately they've tried to expand like 2 more attractions, like the new Elsa attraction. I don't know what it's called.
I'm not sure.
Have you been to the one in Florida, Pedro?
Yeah, I've been to the one in Florida and I've been to the one in California.
Oh, how does that compare to the Hong Kong one compared to those ones?
Disney World in Florida is probably the best one.
The best one, right?
Yeah, the best one. I think the biggest one too.
Yeah, I agree on that one. And they're still expanding, right?
I think they are. I'm not sure, but definitely they definitely had the most like coverage in terms of what Disney owns there. Compared to like California and Hong Kong wasn't really that big either. I think there's one in Japan also.
Yeah.
I haven't been to that.
Have you tried some of the noodles there, or?
Oh, I had
Hong
noodles
Kong
every
food?
every freaking day, man. Every freaking day I had noodles, bro, and I freaking loved it.
Oh yeah.
Freaking
I
loved
agree,
it. I
too.
had dumplings too. I'm like, oh my god. Why can't I just stay here?
Is it true, like, because I'm from China, I remember when I was small, like, the later it gets, the more busy the streets get. Is it the same way like that in Hong Kong?
Yeah, it was definitely like a mini Manhattan, bro. Like that's what it felt like.
Yeah,
It
because
was busy all the time. A lot of people walking around, like, and then they drive on the opposite side of the street, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah,
right.
because it was colonized by the British, you know,
Yeah.
until
So-
I think it ended like 1998, when Hong Kong has
97.
Oh, was it 97?
Yeah,
I was close, a year close. But anyway, I just discovered that attraction from Hong Kong was called the Avenue of Stars, where you could see the statue of Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
I
Have you
didn't get
been
see
to that place?
No, I haven't. I didn't go there.
You need to go back there. Then you're missing out.
Yeah, I definitely want to go back to like Hong Kong, the Philippines. I want to go back, and then also like go to Japan. And
Oh yeah,
And, play the
you
guys
really
over
need to
there.
go there. I mean, Jim, Chen, if you guys haven't been
It's my
to
dream.
Japan,
It's my
I
dream to
really
go to
need-
Japan.
You guys need to go there.
Yeah.
You guys better start saving and then get a chance to play with the Marvel 2 community over there.
I don't smoke cigarettes, but I do have a dream of smoking a cigarette in an arcade. I would take down a whole pack. I would be smoking 2 at a time.
I don't know if Japan smokes in their arcades. I've never been to, but in Hong Kong, I've already mentioned this on my second episode with Chen, because that was back in 2010 when I was in Hong Kong with my family, and I wasn't married yet. So that night, decided to stroll around the area near my hotel, and I went to this underground arcade where a lot of Hong Kong players are playing King of Fighters 2002, and they're really good at it. But at the same time, it smells really like really strong cigarettes.
Yeah.
Everybody's like smoking.
Oh.
It's like it's not for kids. The arcade there, it's
There's Marvel
mainly
2
for
shit is
adults.
not for kids either.
I
Yeah,
think I
some of them
remember
wasn't
they
Hong
have like
Kong.
ashtrays on their arcade machine, like the Asian arcade.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
That's how it was for the most part in Hong Kong, I think. And then the Philippines was also somewhat. There's a lot of people that smoke cigarettes there too.
But have you tried some of the Filipino food while you were there?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
You remember the
it's-
name of those food?
no, I don't remember any of the names there, but I know that they were all good.
Have you tried the
in the
balut?
Philippines, actually, no. So like, I went to Cebu. When we first went there, we went straight from Manila to Cebu the next day, or literally like 1 in the morning, I think. And there was a restaurant we came upon, and they had like all types of food there, and then like the portions that they give you were a lot. So I was like, I went there every day. The 7 days I was there, I went there every single day, and I ate a lot there. Some of them were
Cebu
like,
has really good
it was.
restaurants and Cebu is actually just a 35-minute plane ride from where I live.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's like 2 islands away. Out of 1,700 islands that we have.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When the woman, I think in the airport was like, yeah, the 700 islands. I'm like 700 islands.
1,700.
1,700 islands, bro.
Yeah, and that Philippines is, if you see it geographically, it's really small, tiny country.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, who discovered the 1,700 different islands, bro? Like, and then Indonesia is nothing different. They have just about the same amount or more. I think they have like 7,000 or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. But the great thing about the Philippines, or if you're planning to come over to the Southeast Asia, there's a lot of really cheap hotels, budget hotels. I think you can. How much? Have you tried staying in a hotel, Maddroo? Like in the Philippines, or were you staying with somebody else?
No. When we were in Cebu, I think we had like it felt more like a motel.
Oh, okay. How much did you pay for that, if you don't mind me asking?
Let's see. I think it was like, it wasn't a lot. It was like maybe 14 a night.
$40?
$14.
14.
14, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought
in
you
the
meant
Philippines, I
$1,000
think,
and 400. I'm like, what the hell?
No, $14.
Okay, $14. Hey, see, it's really cheap.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Yeah. It was
If you get a decent hotel, like a 3-star, I think it runs for about $30 to $40 a night.
Yeah, no, we were in Manila the first night. I think we had to pay like $50.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second time I came back to the Philippines, I stayed at another hotel, and that was like $30. So it wasn't bad. Like I can tell you right now that in the Philippines the prices are like literally, it's cheap. Like you're not gonna run out of money over there.
Yeah, especially if you guys order a meal, like let's say for your lunch, I think you're only paying for like more or less $5.
Yeah, it was definitely like I think in Cebu there was a place that they sold like bread. The bread itself was like 1 peso or 2 pesos. I'm like, that's not a lot, you know. or I think it was 10 pesos, maybe. Whatever the first bill is.
I think that's somewhere like 10 cents.
Yeah. That's how cheap it was.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I love food, and I definitely go back to the Philippines just because of that.
Have you been to the famous beaches in the Philippines?
Well, while we were in Cebu, yeah, but when I went back to Manila, I didn't really go to the beaches because I like the beach, but too much beach is too much.
Oh, okay. What's your type?
Yeah. I like the city life. I went out a lot. When I came back the second time, I went out a lot.
Okay.
I went out every night. I think I went out every night, most nights.
Okay. Hey, if you do plan to come back to the Philippines, just let me know in case if you have Iloilo City itinerary where my birthplace is. Just let me know. I can recommend you to some restaurants.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely gonna go back.
But the only downside is the community there is dead, like literally dead. We've already lost our arcade stores ever since I left, because I used to run the arcade store.
Yeah.
But actually, it's from my dad. He was the one who established that amusement.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back. I was gonna go back this year, but
okay,
stuff happened. So
awesome.
but definitely, Philippines, Japan, and Hong Kong are the goal probably for 2026, man.
Ooh, nice. And if you have plans to head over to Australia, I can hit up my Aussie team. The Aussie players there.
Yeah, I went to Australia, but I was only there for like an hour because I had booked the flights before.
Flight. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it would have been nice to play the Australian people.
Yeah.
But honestly, I only when we got to Hong Kong, I wasn't planning on playing anyone because I didn't bring my pad with me.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I actually forgot it. No, I didn't forget it. It was at Brett's house, and there was no way for me to get it on time, so I had to leave it behind.
So
but thankfully, the Hong Kongs.
You were using We Are Venom's arcade stick or pad?
I was using Joe's, one of Alan's PS3 controllers, but it wasn't really working properly.
Oh, really?
So then we went to buy a PS4 controller.
I see.
And I'm indebted gratefully for them. I'm grateful for them because the hospitality over there was crazy. It was very, very, very good.
That's cool. I never got to meet them when I was there.
Yeah, and shout outs to Brett for contacting them.
Yeah.
That was nice. It was nice to play them.
So you brought that controller to the Philippines then, right?
Yeah, I used the controller that we bought in Hong Kong. I used that in the Philippines. So
okay.
Some matches were not so great because I was still breaking the controller, but I mean, I did my best.
Yeah, you did good actually. I was watching most of your sets against them.
I know. I always remember like George was like, I was playing with the other guys, and then he would like see me. I did some sequence that always caught him, and then it wouldn't work on the other guys, and he's like, yo, why is it that when I'm playing I get caught in that, man? I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. These guys maybe because they play Sane a lot. I don't know. Maybe they know the tricks. It was with Anakaris, the tricks, but that was fun.
So you all the money you save up from the Hong Kong and Philippines, you gotta spend in Hawaii for their expensive stuff.
Yeah, man. I was literally there for a day, and the hotel itself was like $200-$300.
Wow.
for a night. And yeah, I don't know. I would. You would like to go to Hawaii. You need to really plan that out.
Yeah, especially how expensive it is there.
Yeah, it's like it's really like really dumb expensive. Like it's crazy.
All right.
But yeah, I think let me see. The Philippines, I didn't really go a lot. I mean, we went. Me and my cousin, he likes to scuba dive, so we did that, and then what else? We were in the beaches for some time. We were in the water a lot, and then we ate a lot. So that was it for the first time, and then the second time, I was hanging out with Amir a lot and George certain days, and went out a lot. Like went out to drink a lot some nights. So that was cool. And then Amir took me to some places that. Like some restaurants that were really good.
That's cool.
Shout outs to Amir, Lord, all those Philippine guys. The
they're
hospitality
really
over there
strong.
was very nice. And grateful for them. And they showed me a lot of places. Like there was a casino that George showed me around and everything, and that place was really nice.
Okay. Was it
Like,
called Casino Filipino? Or is it Okada? The famous Okada?
I don't even know. Let me see. It's in Manila.
Okay.
Oh, so
Yeah, there are
right now what
some
it is.
few good. So if it's not Okada, it could be Solaire or something.
Solaire, I think it may have been Solaire, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Let's see where I'll find it. But yeah, the hospitality was great. Definitely.
All right. That's good to know. Anyway, all right, guys. We are going to have a short break here. So stay tuned for a bit. We're just gonna have an intermission break. We'll be back shortly.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can talk about the crack tournament. The PSN crack tournament. I mean I started doing it because Roundhouse stopped doing it, and I was like, oh, maybe let me do something for the community and get people to play in tournaments, and
okay.
that's how I really started doing that. But
When did you start the crack tournament? Was it last year or?
it was probably last year, yeah.
Okay.
It was probably last year, and I did it twice. The first time I had like anyone can enter, and then I think the second time I had to limit it to just the U.S. So there were some people that entered. I really don't remember who was the one that entered. But it was nice to watch the guys play.
I think I remember watching this last year. You were streaming it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was a 2-part tournament from what I remember too.
Yeah, I streamed. Yeah, I streamed the whole thing. And I think I put it up without without any edited. I didn't edit any of the tournaments, so it should be like just how it was streamed.
Was this the first time you ran an online tournament?
Yeah, it was my first time doing that, and honestly, it is annoying to reach out to the people that entered. But I literally gave them 5 minutes. If they weren't in there 5 minutes, then they were DQ'd to the next bracket. I mean, to the next.
Yeah.
They were DQ'd, and then if they got DQ'd again, then they would be out.
Yep.
So I didn't really waste my time trying to get people to show up.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it ran smoothly. I think
Yeah, I
with
think
the
they were
amount of
doing
people
the
that
right
were-
thing because you tried to start the tournament on time, and then it's up to the players that they need to be, you know, to show.
Yeah, aware of the next match or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Because if they miss out, then it's DQ for them. We
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
move on. That's how the tournament runs. You can't just please anybody. Like, oh, sorry, I'm gonna be coming in like maybe after an hour. So can you just wait for me? I don't like those type of people when they do that.
Yeah, like I there were some that were like that, and I did skip their matches and it just continued.
Yeah.
But when they got to their match, I had, and that's when I had to see. I asked if they can play. If they didn't show up, then I'll just
Yeah.
DQ them.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, because people there are on time as well, so they have limited time to,
And I don't think a tournament should be running that like it shouldn't be running so long, especially if it's not long sets between matches.
Mm-hmm. Was it the best 2 out of 3 or?
I think I made it. Yeah, I made it like 3 out of 5. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think I did it first 3. I think it was. It could have been first 2, but I don't remember.
How long did that tournament take?
The first one took like, I want to say 6 hours, maybe less.
Oh wow.
And then the second one was probably just as long, or no, it was shorter. It was shorter. No, sorry. They were both about an hour long, hour and a half long. The first one was an hour and 40, and then the second one was an hour and 26.
So, how many participants who joined your tournament? Do you remember?
Yeah, no, I don't remember who's in. Let me see. I think I wrote it. Oh yeah, Cyber Trinity, Bad Boy. The first one. This is the first tournament.
Okay.
And
were there like
a True
20?
Mega Man.
20?
Maybe like 10 people, 12 people maybe.
Okay.
Including myself.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's
right?
a good start to be honest.
Yeah, because I remember Trunks when I was the 5v5 Latin versus America. That was the first time we did streaming and stuff, and that was pretty. I think it was like really stressful. So like to do a long like a tournament where you gotta manage so many people, I feel like it's very hard to do. So big up to Pedro for doing that.
Yeah. And then the second one only had like eight people. So that one was a little shorter. But no, it was fun. It was fun doing that. I would do it again. I don't know why I haven't done it, to be honest.
Do you have any plans to make a RSN or 5K crack tournament?
I could probably do like an RSN version, yeah, because more people can access the computer than they can like a PS3 or Xbox.
Yeah, but then again,
even though I'm not going to do the Xbox.
But then again, Drew, collection is just I don't know many months
Around the
away,
corner.
so that might be our next tournament source. Steam, probably Nintendo Switch. Nah.
How part of this Nintendo Switch? Yeah.
What time do you guys think that will come out this year, or if at all?
I think at the end of the year, probably like December
End of the year,
24th, maybe. Yeah.
I'm assuming it's somewhere fall. That's my guess.
You think
I'm
in the
thinking
fall?
maybe fall it'll come out.
Yeah, it's just a wild guess, but
Yeah.
Like September, October?
unless if they decide to change or update the patch, like the X-Men versus Street Fighter, where some of the characters can't do any infinites anymore, like Cyclops. I think the latest version they kind of put a
Yeah,
stop
I think
to
I
it.
saw Justin Wang talking about that in his video about you can't do any more infinites in that game with Cyclops, with Storm, I think.
And I heard rumors about Marvel too that Trans has been gone?
Well, we'll see.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But from what I heard from Justin, it's still there. Same goes for not the Juggernaut glitch. That one's got completely removed.
Yeah, I think like the game-breaking glitch they took out.
But are you guys agree that they should remove Juggernaut's glitch?
I don't. I'm not really. I mean, I'm not opposed to. I don't feel indifferent of them taking it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like that one doesn't really matter that much because.
Well, it kind of matters to some Juggernaut players. I mean, it's just one touch, you know.
Yeah, if you do that glitch and switch out on my face, I'll just make it really hurt, you know. But
true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but we'll see. We'll see. I'm more interested in how it will contribute to like the future of the community if everybody will start adopting that version to be played as like the primary source for playing the game.
Yeah.
It probably would, but I don't see it being a very big difference, to be honest.
Yeah, I think there's always gonna be people who don't want to pay for anything and just keep on playing on 5K and nose and all that.
That's probably what they'll do. That's probably what most of them do.
Anyway, so let's move on to the next one. You've already been to the Crack Till Dawn tournament, right?
Crack Till Dawn.
Were you one of the organizers there?
I started there. I started up with Brett. Like I'll help them out with like equipment, maybe like recording sessions on like separate from where he was recording. It was that also. I did enter a couple of the tournaments, but not all of them. Not all of them.
I see.
And you're more like the worker bee. Usually you do the streaming in the living room, and Brad do like the main tournament in his bedroom, kind of like the separate setup.
That's exactly how it was.
Yeah.
But I also don't think that like I'm not that good yet. I don't think I'm good enough to be in the tournament yet. So that's another reason why I'm not really entering it.
But you're already good, you know.
I'm okay right now, but I feel like I could do better. I feel like there's like a level that I am foreseeing that I feel like I'm not there yet, and when I'm there, then I'll be fine.
I would say we're kind of like in the middle, you know, like we're not scrubs, but like the top guys are just like make us look like scrubs if we ever play them in the tournament. To be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I met a lot of people during the Crack Till Dawn sessions, and really great players, new players, very old players.
Some who returned,
or very experienced players, I should say. Very experienced players. Epionics, I think I met there, and then Kess was another one. Josh 360, I met the first time one of them.
Chris Matrix, he's been
that
to
was pretty cool.
Crack Till
Chris
Dawn?
Matrix was another one.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been to Crack Till Dawn. Yeah. But I think I met Chris Matrix first, in person in one of his tournaments. Like he was doing he did a tournament in Battle Royale, I think it was called. And he had like the first one, I think he didn't have a special guest, but the second one he had Chaos there.
Oh wow.
Really?
And, and that was really interesting.
I never know Chaos traveled to the East Coast to play before.
Yeah, he was here in New York last year.
Oh really?
I think maybe it was 2 years ago.
I think it was 2 years from what I remember on his podcast.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. Yeah. I think it was him against Josh 360. That match was crazy.
Yeah.
But I think that's where I first met Matrix, I think. And I think I met Josh 360 there too. I met a lot of the OG players there, and that's the first time I think the I think the first time, that's the first time I met Yipes in person, and I felt like a person that just like really likes concerts, like really likes an artist, and then and just goes wild. That's how I felt when I met Justin Wong, and Yipes and Sanford, and Doug too was another one. I was like,
oh, so you got to meet Doug too?
I was speechless.
I mean, when he got to visit.
Yeah, when he was here in New York, I got lucky enough to meet him in person and play him.
So how did you do against him?
Oh no, he wiped the floor with me, man. I did take 2 wins from him, but
hey, at least.
He's that
really
convincingly. He's really really good at the game.
Yeah,
Very
like his team is already hard to deal with, and then he has so much experience, and he plays like he's a very smart player, and have so much experience. It's like super hard to get any game on him.
Yeah, his spiral definitely is like the hardest one to get to because of the swords, and he knows like the positionings and stuff like that. So he knows when to attack, when to send the swords out. It's crazy.
Yeah, I remember I play him on 5K, and like you spend your whole time trying to get through the sword, and then when you finally actually touch him, like you messed up because you're like so surprised that you actually got like close to him, and then
he calls cable.
You do some. Yeah, then you do something really scrubby because I was like, I can't believe I actually got through all the swords, you know. And then he's on the other side of the screen throwing his sword at you again, you know. So it's very annoying to play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a very experienced player. Sanford is another one that's very difficult to play against. Yeah. And Justin Wong, I feel like Justin Wong was maybe going easy on me a little, but he also was very hard to beat too.
Yeah, like their level is just like so
different.
Yeah,
parallel,
you think you know how to play, but then when you actually play them, you just feel like
you're a scrub.
You just learned the game yesterday.
No options, nothing was working.
Yeah.
And couldn't find a way to get in or anything. The only person I haven't played is Yipes, and I really feel like I really want to play him.
Man, I want to meet that guy too. He's one of the reasons who pushes me to play Marvel, especially MSP.
I saw him at Defender North this past weekend, but I never got to talk to him. I think I thought him commentating with Chris Matrix on the stream. Yeah, that was. It's always amazing to meet like somebody that you always see, like playing the game that you love, and then when you see them in actual live, it's just like kind of like amazing, you know?
Yeah, that's what I felt the first time I met him in Chris Matrix. The first tournament that he had, I met him there, and I was I don't know,
starstruck.
Lost my mind. I texted my brother. I was like, "Yo, you won't believe who's here right now." And he was like, "Who?" He's like, "Yipes." And I'm like, "Oh." He's like, "Oh shit, really?" I'm like, yeah. I think it gets to speak to him though. That's fine.
Yeah, but, I gotta give Brett prop for keeping Cracktail down very consistent, and he always invite people to come. So you always get a chance to meet like the OG players, or the new players can feel welcome to go there.
So shout out to Brett.
That's a really good thing.
Yeah, I'm always impressed about Brett handling the tournament situation. I mean, he's been doing this tournament for like what, the past 2 years, right?
Since 23,
and he never like there's not any month that he kind of laid off with that tournament. It's he somehow just being consistent.
Every month.
Yeah. This is a very difficult thing to do, to be honest. I mean, I used to organize tournaments too back in the day, but that was back in the Philippines. So I knew how challenging it is to run a tournament, you know.
Yeah, it's very difficult to manage all that, especially with people not showing up and certain things like that.
And
keeping
then
up with like
and then some possible, technical difficulties with the unit or your system. Man, that's a pain in the ass, you know.
Right.
You never don't want to happen that to you.
And Pedro is actually very good at troubleshooting everything. I remember when I first got the Dreamcast to PS4 converter, and he just know how to press the button to make it work. So he's like kind of like the tech guru there.
Yeah, I'm very technical, and Brett calls me all the time. Whatever.
Oh, really?
I can figure out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. You got some
It's good to
backup.
help out.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you think are some of like anything that you think the Cracktail Dawn can do better to improve, or anything that or you think is good as it is?
No, I think it's good as it is. I mean,
Okay.
the more people that come, obviously, like, the space is gonna be a little more tighter. So, I think a better location would be something in the works. But aside from that, I mean, I don't think. I think Brett is running it as smoothly as he possibly can.
I think so. He's trying to do new stuff. You weren't there. I think you came really late, the last one, but they got like the hookup to do like commentary in the kitchen.
Yeah. That was really.
Oh, that was
interesting.
the night
Yeah.
before.
Defend the North.
Yeah.
Yeah, right before the North.
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe
Yeah,
it.
I
And
think
then,
that
Mhm.
So Jim was telling me about that, and I was like, "Oh, it sounds like a good idea." And
yeah,
they made it work.
I think that adds a lot to the stream to keep it kind of entertaining and like have the commentary about what's going on the stream too. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So it
that was
a good idea to do
entertaining. Not gonna lie, I wanted more of that.
yeah.
It was definitely a good idea to do that. So
Okay.
All right, so I guess we're done talking about the Cracktail Dawn. Let's move on to the most anticipated Marvel vs. Capcom 2 event tournament, which is the Fight Kingdom. So you've been to the Fight Kingdom, right?
yeah, I was there in Fight Kingdom. A lot of people, a lot of killers actually, and and it was super entertaining. I felt like probably I mean, I haven't been to a lot of like major events, but it was definitely better than the most recent ones I've been to. Like but it was better. It was bigger than Evo. It was bigger than Texas Showdown. And it was really hype. It's really hype. Some of the Canadian guys over there are it's very wild, especially Big Weed.
And I think the best part with Fight
Yeah.
Kingdom, I think it's the 24/7 Marvel crack session. You know?
Yeah, it was. The venue was 24/7.
So just imagine
And,
like that, man. I think it's really worth the money.
It is. If you got a room in the venue, yeah, it's definitely worth it. And some people definitely took advantage of that. But it was definitely a great experience. The tournament itself was mind-boggling because you had people like Lockdown, Paxtes that made it top 8 with Blackheart,
Yep.
and Guile. Guile was in that
yeah.
team too.
Oh yeah,
Wow, that was crazy.
Blackheart.
And the moment with Spice Diamond and Dances, that's
Oh, that's
unforgettable.
probably my favorite out of all the sets I've
Yeah,
watched.
That's
the
a 3
craziest thing.
super kill, right?
I mean, that,
Yeah.
it was like down to the wire, bro. And you didn't expect that Dentist was able to pull that off. I mean, before he did that super.
Yeah, he did. I think, if how I remember correctly, is Spice Diamond's Sentinel was already like maybe a rocket punch away from dying.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he accidentally called Cyclops or he meant to call him to beat Dantes. But Dantes, like I said, he'll know where to rocket punch. So he rocket punched, and I think they traded. I think Spice Diamond's Sentinel did a light kick, and Dantes rocket punch, and Cyclops came out. So then that's when he did the super. He did the plasma storm super, and he did it 3 times, and that's how he won that game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm like, oh no.
That's a very interesting choice to do that. If it's me, I'll just do like the split and into like the kick up rocket punch.
Yeah.
But I think that's actually harder to. That's easier to miss. So I think him doing the 3 super in a row is like actually the safer option.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Yeah,
especially if you're in a very highly intense moment, like your adrenaline rush is like about to explode. So I think I'm pretty much sure both of them are like shaking their hands right now, you know. So I think Dantis made the greatest decision.
He definitely did. He did a good decision on doing the bubble super, And what was it? Were Maddroo and GThrillah playing? Those matches were crazy. The Magneto comeback with Pasadena and GThrillah, that was crazy too.
Oh, that was a great one.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, Magneto's about to die.
He came back on all 3 characters. I think.
On all 3 characters, yeah, he came back.
On GThrillah too, like that's like so hard.
And then the final match was and then Neo and Chaos. That was a good match too.
Oh yeah, I think they have beef before, or should I say, money match back like I think a decade ago.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So it was like a match of a
little rivalry
century of them. Yeah.
That was nice. It was a Neo's still good at the game.
Yeah, yes, I'm quite surprised that he's still
sharp.
pretty good.
Yeah, I was watching him play Josh 360 and GCon on Ruin's channel recently. I think that happened during Evo. He was doing really good, man. He's still like top one of the top players there.
Man, I need to see that match.
I played Neo over there in Fight Kingdom, and I only got like a win against him. It was a first to 7, and he beat me. I think I took 1 win, and then he beat me in 7 games. And I was like, dang, that Sen was hard to get to.
Yeah, because I feel like it's funny, right? When you watch these top players playing, you don't feel like how good they are because like their level is like so high. But when you actually play them, then you're like, oh my god, this guy is like way better than me. But when like the 2 top players play, you don't feel that as much when you're actually watching the video.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's something that that's funny. I think. Yeah.
But no, yeah, I think that's the biggest highlight was Pasadena versus Chaos. The back and forth it was. It's either one of them hit. If one of them got the hit, then the whole team dies. And that was like the nail biter.
Yeah, Pasadena
was so consistent.
Very consistent with his MSP team.
Yeah.
That Infinite, like he's like staying in the same place. He's like barely moving. Yeah.
I played a lot of casuals over there too. I played Big Weed.
How did that go?
I mean, unfortunately, it wasn't reported. It went all right. It went all right. I mean, I did beat him.
Yeah.
So, and I know that Go for Broke wanted to watch the matches, but I didn't report it.
Oh man.
Cause
I would love to see that.
Cause Big Weed, Go for Broke had like a little like round robin, and somehow Big Weed came back from winning, and I think he was joking around, but he was talking shit about like, if it wasn't for Anakaris' curse, then I wouldn't win. And I was like, bro, meet me at Fight Kingdom, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna curse you at all.
And how did
it
go?
I did beat him. I think it was like, I forgot the score. I think it was like 15-8 or something like that. Maybe 15-10. So, shout out to Big Week when we meet again. And yeah, I played a lot of guys there. A lot of the guys there. And
There was
played
a
Alex,
Philippine
actually.
players, right? That he was from the Philippines. I think he was like one of like,
Oh
like
yeah,
the
Alex.
top players.
Alex was there.
Yeah,
How
I
was
played
your
Alex.
set with Alex?
It was a lot closer than the first time I played him in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we played over there in the Philippines, I think. And yeah, I had some new tricks, and I think in one of the matches he was like, "Does Dawson beat Storm or something?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he does." He's like, "Oh, I didn't know that."
Yeah.
Nah, dude. But like, yeah, no, it was definitely like close. So I think it was like he beat me, but it was like 10-8 or 10-9, something like that.
Wow. Very close.
Yeah,
So
I did a lot better against him. Yeah, second time. And then I didn't get to play George. I didn't get to play, I think, Rob. Maybe I did play Robzilla. I definitely played a lot of guys there. My time there, and it was definitely a fun experience. I definitely would go back, and I encourage anybody to go back there, or go there if they haven't gone there.
Man, I want to go there. That's
We
gotta
gotta
be
make a plan
That's gotta
for
be my
next year,
bucket list,
Trunks.
man. Oh yeah, absolutely.
we
But weren't
gotta
you
go.
supposed to go there, Chen? This year?
Yes, I got the airplane ticket already, but then we were on vacation at the same time, our family vacation,
Okay.
and I couldn't make it there because I was the one driving and all that stuff. Nobody else have a driver's license.
Oh really?
So I couldn't just like leave my father-in-law and my wife and be like, I gotta go play some Marvel, 2 states over, you know. So
Okay.
yeah,
2 states over.
yeah.
Well,
So,
there's always the next time. So hopefully next year,
Yeah.
you and I, we need to go there and experience.
yeah, we need to go.
I'm-
I think I want to plan to go to all the major for Marvel next year, like Texas Showdown, Fight Kingdom.
That's cool.
Yeah, I want to go to
That.
Texas Showdown again. I want to go to all of them.
That's awesome. I'm gonna
I
meet
want
you
to go
guys
to the
there.
one in Chicago too. I want to go to
Which
Combo
one?
Breaker.
Combo breaker.
Oh,
Okay.
do they have
Combo Breaker.
Marvel on Cabo Burger?
This year they
Yeah,
did
yeah.
have, right?
Yeah. I think David the Magician, I think, took the win.
Oh yeah. We were talking about that with Jim last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Combo Breaker, and then maybe
No, that
Frosty
wasn't
Foss. I want to
Combo
go there.
breaker. That was Frosty Chen.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't Combo breaker.
Huh.
I don't think Combo breaker had a Marvel 2 tournament.
No, I think they did.
They did.
Yeah, I think they had Marvel too.
Okay.
Combo Breaker, yeah.
Anyway, we should just all tag together and just take rent out a Marvel bus and just go everywhere. You know?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I don't mind. All
Yeah,
right.
because I feel like the community just like it's like very small now. You know, it's not like it's like you go to a major city, you know all the good players there. So why we should just go all to all the tournament, just play each other in real life. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right.
And
Mhm.
I think that was it. Yeah, I think I mean the experience was very memorable. So I encourage anybody to go over there to Fight Kingdom.
Yeah, I can't wait to go.
Yeah, I
there
think
this
it's
year.
it's run by Preppy, right? Was he like one of the main organizers?
Yeah, he was the main organizer, I believe.
Yeah,
He was the one organizing everything.
legend. He was like the sole supplier of Marvel videos back in the day. We'll
Yeah.
always go to this website and just like download whatever he upload.
Bro, if ever I get to meet Preppy, I'm gonna say thank you message to him because of him I opened my eyes to this, this game.
Right? You were telling me that you guys didn't know anything about like Infinite and like Magneto and all that stuff until you saw Preppy's videos.
Yeah, it's because of my friend from California, but I think he moved to Nevada. And yeah, we got to meet at my arcade place, and That was like 2005, and he told me, "Dude, you gotta see this Zach the website," and I was like surprised that I didn't know that ROM Infinite was a thing, you know, because my main team back then was just Cable, Iceman, and Doom. All we do is just, you know, being scrubs.
Chip.
Yeah.
Jump back and chip. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to meet Preppy and other notable players there too.
Any other plans for the rest of the year, Pedro?
For the rest of the year, I think the only plan I have right now is maybe definitely going to California for the October tournament they have over there.
Nice.
Oh,
Arcade
yeah.
Shock.
Yeah, I definitely want to go over there, play the guys again, and have a good time. You know.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's it. I don't really have any other
Plans.
just for the rest of the year.
Well, just save up for your next world tour and 5K.
definitely.
5K, 5 Kingdom.
I'm definitely gonna save up.
Your Marvel Pilgrim. It was funny. I was, I was like, I thought you were just going to like a short vacation, and then all of a sudden, like Brett was showing me that you like go over Asia just playing Marvel, and I was like, I didn't know it turned out to be a Marvel pilgrimage for you and stuff. You know, it was funny. Yeah.
Yeah, no. The Hawaii, Seattle was definitely last minute type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it? And California and Hawaii weren't in the plan, but I figured like, you know, I'm going all the way, literally around the world.
So
And
Mexico
I'm
is
gonna end up
included.
coming back from the other side.
Or South America.
South America, yeah, South America. I might do a one for South America actually.
Nice.
I do want to play the guys in Argentina and
Mexico.
Peru. I think.
Yeah, Peru.
Oh
That's
yeah,
super-
maybe we can do like an international trip.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I wish I could.
I wouldn't
come.
mind. I wouldn't mind that.
I don't know if my wife would let me. She's
Just
no
tell
gamer,
her
you know.
you-
It's
Have her tag along for the trip, okay? And
well,
then-
for New
Yeah.
Year she wants to go, but she's gonna stay at the hotel most of the time. So at least she's gonna let me play with you guys.
Oh, we can bring them over to the U.S. so you don't have to go over there. Something to think
We
about.
could do that too, yeah.
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 But yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
That's the plan.
All right.
You have a YouTube channel, right, Pedro?
I do have a YouTube channel. They can search me up as Maddroo, MADDROO, and I have a lot of, like, if people are interested in watching Dawson and Anakaris, then definitely watch that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
I
put
have a lot of
your
matches with that.
I'm gonna put your YouTube channel on the description box so people can just easily get the link and watch some crazy Dulcim Anakaris set or match.
Matches, yeah. And I also, if anyone's interested in watching like the matches I had overseas,
Mm-hmm.
then there's a playlist that I put together, with all the matches. So
And
whoever wants
you
to,
can find that on your YouTube or?
yeah, it's on my YouTube. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on the
There's a whole
description
place.
box too. Like label it literally every country you've been to, so everyone can like, oh, okay, here's an easy access. You don't have to like find your link there. Where is it? It's like, you know, sometimes some of them don't know how to navigate YouTube. So putting it on the
For
description
real?
box would be much more easier and convenient.
Yeah. It'll be easier for anyone that wants to watch. That's interested in watching it.
All right, so we're almost
Okay.
done with our closing statements. Do you have any words of advice for Marvel enthusiasts who are interested in learning the game or wanted to return to this game?
Words of wisdom. I think the only thing I can say is that, you know, the game is very difficult. It's not easy, but once you put in some time and then, you know, do a lot of research on certain characters you want to play, then it becomes easier. And just have fun. the end of the day, just have fun. Don't let anybody tell you that to play with like the top tier characters or whatever. If you like Gambit, if you like Venom, just pick Venom and pick Gambit and then find ways to win.
Bro, I remember there are a few players when I was first starting with 5K that was using Mega Man, and everybody was like telling me, "Hey, stop using that Mega Man guy. There's no way that you can beat me with that." I'm like,
yeah.
But then again,
actually very annoying.
He can be really annoying at times, but that is if you know how to use him really well.
Get around
him.
Yeah.
Try to outsmart your opponent.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think this game just all about self-expression, right? There's always a character or team or like a strategy that can like speak about who you are. So just play what you like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Just play what I like.
I had to say this. Anytime I play you, I don't even know how I lost because it's always like I was just confused the whole time playing Pedro. Yeah, I'm like, what's going? Like it's true, Trunks. Like when I lose, I know what happened with most people, but then when I play Pedro, I was like, what happened? You know, all of a sudden my team's done. So yeah. He know all these tricks. I don't understand. You know.
Man, I need to play you again, Maddroo. It's been a while since we played.
I am, man. You just let me know. We can get a little set together.
Oh yeah, I don't mind if you if you owe me like 10-0. That I don't mind. It's the enjoyment that I'm looking forward to.
No, yeah, definitely. It's always about the fun, man.
Yeah.
Definitely about the fun.
Okay.
All right, so that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the podcast series with our boy Maddroo and my boy Heartstillbeats or Chan as a co-host. Unfortunately, GamerJim isn't here because he was having an important appointment going on, so he kind of left a bit early. So just so you guys know, if you're wondering where's GamerJim? He's still around, but in spirit, just in spirit.
In spirit. He'll be in the next one.
Yep. So I'll meet you guys on the next podcast episode. So have a good one, and let's play some Marvel.
See you guys. Yeah, Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bye.
All right.